Art, dance, it is a business.
You need to understand that you are the product. You are the business.
No matter the accolades and no matter the fame, that you only as good as your last job.
Of course you want to enjoy and thrive and luxuriate and just indulge in being an actor and a storyteller and an artiste. But equally, you have to understand what are the business requirements.
Us dancers, we are walking performances, we are walking theatres, and in order for us to get our story and our performance across, we need to sometimes create opportunities for ourselves. And by doing so, we also create opportunities for others.
So I didn't have the luxury of going into a theatre or acting company and having things given to me. I had to, out of necessity, create my own work. And I quickly learned that I had to learn to write a show, publicize a show, costume a show, light a show, direct a show, find a venue, do all the many aspects that are part of theatre making. I had to learn to do that myself.
As a business, I run myself as a brand, and I've got to look after my brand very carefully.
I still see my music teacher, Sarita Stern. It is important to keep your voice going, you know, because yeah, the learning never stops.
I was never afraid to learn from the greats. I mean, walking on stage with the late Charlene Soorti Richards. And I remember being so anxious and nervous because
It often involves 90% hard work, 10% talent.
Because sometimes people rely on their talent, that, oh, I'm such an amazing actor, I don't have to be patient about it, I don't have to work hard. For me, that doesn't work.
If you had an attitude of professionalism, you come and you do the work, and you have a just lekker op 'n set. Jy's altyd friendly, you're accommodating within reason, and you are a joy to work with. People will always give you work.
Be quite sure that you know your borders and your boundaries in terms of what you will accept and what you won't accept.
I do have 3 golden rules. I only do a job if it's financially viable for myself, or whether it means that I can grow and learn more about my craft, or what it is that I do, or the material is truly engaging and informative and educational, or I'm working with amazing people who expand my inner life and my inner world, and I build up relationships that I will have for the rest of my life.
It doesn't mean that if you are taking or choosing a career in music arts that you're going to be a performer. I have one of my students who won a scholarship to America to go and do a course, a master's course in writing themes for video games.
There's nothing wrong with what we call a side hustle. There's nothing wrong with being inventive about how to make money.
So you could, for example, be an illustrator working for local government that needs to make posters on the environment. And show what birds typically inhabit a place indigenously. You could be working for a political party who needs to make a poster that promotes their party. You could be an illustrator for school textbooks.
If I'm the kind of artist, which I am, who want to really just focus on my practice, I do need a gallery. As it happens, I have a very, very good gallery.
An agent looks after booking you, looks after you in terms of contracts. So in a way, and certainly from my perspective, an agent has been a source of protection for me.
What's nice now with the era that we live in is you must put your work out there via social media. You must have a website.
So many people are selling their work on Instagram now, but it does require that you have the confidence to do so, that you know, really work at it, and that you can produce that platform as a really good business prospect.
You might not like putting yourself out there, but it's a necessity in terms of business, because that's how you get bums on seats, that's how you get interest, that's how you get a following, that's how you develop a sustainable support base.
We obviously have ideas that we want to put out there, but more importantly, we ask our audiences what they want to see. They are the people that are going to keep this a success. So we listened, and as much as possible, we give them what they want.
As an artist, we tend to get so bogged down with what we do in our little world that we sometimes forget that there's a real world out there which involves things like tax and banks and medical aid. And
I didn't know how to work with money because I was just going accordingly to my passion.
When they teach you how to be creative or how to manage your creativity, they also need to teach you how to manage your bank account.
You have to learn how to do your own taxes, you have to learn how to market yourself, you have to learn how to write up your own budgets.
Business plans, proposals to get funding.
We're not any different from, say, a lawyer or a doctor. We have times that we need to practice, we have times that we need to prepare, and for that we also need to incorporate that into the budget.
You've got to write down flights, accommodation, sound, food. Just write down all those things. That gives you the questions to ask the guy when you book a gig.
And I think the key is to never undersell yourself, because the only person that can exploit you is yourself.